Well, greetings, St. Markians. Well, we've had plenty of at-home time for the past 10 months, haven't we? So during that time, I've been trying to clean out clutter. You know, all that stuff that you accumulate for some unknown reason. And one thing I found was a newspaper clipping from January 1, 1996. And on one side of this clipping was the Ann Landers column. And on the opposite side, perfectly aligned, was the Billy Graham column. And I'm not sure which one I cut it out for, but both of these were about New Year's resolutions. I have no idea why I kept it, but I wanted to share it with you today, 25 years later. Ann Landers' column started out by saying she was repeating the same column exactly from the year before, which I thought was interesting. Some things never change, I guess. But it consisted of many basic good reminders for all of us, and here are a few that she mentioned. Call up a neglected friend. A lot of us have been neglected lately, haven't we? Keep in touch. Drop an old grudge. Share a funny story with someone whose spirits are dragging. A good laugh can be better than any medicine. Vow not to make a promise you don't believe you can keep. Forgive an injustice, listen more, and choose to be kind. Apologize when you realize you're wrong. Don't blow your own horn. Try to understand a point of view that is different from your own, because few things are 100% one way or the other. We could sure use that, couldn't we? Examine the demands you make on others. Lighten up. Smile more. It makes you look younger. I'm not sure about that. Express your gratitude. Give credit where it's due, and even when it isn't, it'll make you look good. Don't abandon your old-fashioned principles. They never go out of style. Take better care of yourself. And read something uplifting. You wouldn't eat garbage, so why put it in your head? That leads us into the question asked in Billy Graham's column, which is uplifting. And the question asked was, what do you think about making New Year's resolutions? Does the Bible talk about New Year's resolutions? And Billy Graham's answer, the Bible urges us to examine our lives at all times, not just the start of a new year. But certainly, the start of another year is a good time to examine ourselves and to seek in a fresh way what is right for our lives in God's eyes. That's why I urge you not just to make a random list of things you would like to change, but to turn to God and ask Him what His will is for you during this coming year. And Billy Graham suggested 3 questions for you to ask yourself as you think about your life in this coming year. First, does Christ have His rightful place in your life? We just celebrated His coming as a baby almost 2,000 years ago. But never forget that Jesus was God in human flesh who came from heaven to save us from our sins and to rule in our lives. Have you given your life to Christ? Are you seeking His will in everything you do? If not, there could be no greater time than now to start the new year, to commit your life to Christ or recommit your life to Christ. Second, are you growing in your relationship to God? God has given us His Word, the Bible. He's also given us the privilege of prayer and of fellowship. Are these part of your life every day? And finally, are there specific areas in your life that need changing? Perhaps it has to do with a relationship or an attitude. So ask God to show these to you and to help you change them with His power. So let your prayer be that of the psalmist. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there's any offensive way in me, and lead me in your way everlasting. Psalms 139, verses 23 and 24. So thank you, Billy Graham. 25 years later, all this still applies. So let's make that verse our New Year's resolution for 2021 and let God work in our lives. Thanks for letting me share, and have a blessed day.